All right, today is Tuesday. I don't know if Matt's shooting an intro for this week, so worst case, this might be the intro. Short week. Yesterday was Memorial Day, so we're just working Tuesday to Friday. Big progress going on this week. The barn is currently being painted as we speak. They're going to do about half today, possibly other half tomorrow, and then the white will be in the next week or so. They have a bunch of other jobs they're doing in between, so they're getting some painting done today and tomorrow. The floor is getting done on Thursday, potentially Friday, so a lot of big things. The upstairs front storefront's basically done, but what I'm working on today is, at the end of the week last week, I brought over a bunch of Model A stuff, and then these two boxes here are filled with steering wheels. We are going to start working on bringing more inventory over. Yes, we have plenty of inventory we need to go through, but we also still need to work on emptying the barn at the other property. So this wall here is going to be horn rings and steering wheels. This wall here, I'm going to work on it's going to be for hanging items that aren't garnish molding. So headlight bars, grill trim, a lot of that stuff is going to get hung up here in the same order. Model A starts on that side of the door. Model A is going to start on this side of the door, from Model A all the way down to the other end. And this wall will kind of change, kind of like the garnish molding. As we get more of one inventory or the other, things can shift back and forth. So I brought over, on top of the steering wheels, I got a cart of like Model A stuff. Some of this is going to go into the barn. I'm going to work on hanging stuff. Upstairs in the barn as well, on all the header beams, I'm going to run some longer. I'm going to go to Home Depot and get some real long screws. We can hang some stuff on. That way it doesn't need to be down here. It can also be upstairs. So I'm going to get to work. I'm going to reorganize that wall, bring those boxes over, hang them up. I still have another box or so of wheels at the shop I may go grab once I hang these up. But we're getting organized. That's the goal every week. Sell more parts, get more organized. So let's get to work. right, so today's Wednesday. I got the rest of the barn painted. I gotta do some like hand painting at the top around the windows and everything, but they got everything sprayed. They'll be coming back in a week or two to do all touch up and white. All the window frames and doors will be white. They're gonna touch up around all the windows and everything after they do the white, I guess. So that's a big update. Floor's getting done tomorrow. So that'll be exciting to see that all get finished up today. I am sorting bumpers. Our last trip to Maine, got a ton of bumpers. I'm not even done, but this is some of them. 35 to 40 bumpers. There's even a 33 actually in there. So I'm sorting these. I'm gonna use the forklift, set the tub just at the edge of the door, put them upstairs. I got a couple more here. I'll show you inside here. I've been cleaning up a bunch. So I got some Model A bumpers I got to deal with yet. And then there's some more I'm going to do on the next round. Not sure what those bumpers are, but we got a bunch, some 40 bumpers, some bumpers over there. I'm cleaning this out because I want to start dealing with this stuff. This is from our trip to Minnesota a year ago. I want to start dealing with some of this. Our live swap meet is next week. I want to dig out some fresh inventory for that. Not all fresh inventory, but a couple tables worth of just new stuff. So plan is I'm gonna take this as a stainless, take this all down to the basement, start going through this. That is wheels and tires. Move them next door now that we have space for it. Bring the forklift in here and unstack. I'd like to unstack all 4 crates, but I'll start with 2 and dig through and see what I can find. Just put some of the normal inventory away, label it, put it away, be done with it. And there's a bunch of totes in all of them. So I know there is a bin in one of these. I think it's, I don't know. I thought I saw it, but it's a red tote that's got some 46/8 steering wheels. It's pretty decent ones. I was meant to go to Hershey, but it got packed away. So I know it's in there somewhere. Just have to find it. But I'll pull at least this front one down, go through those totes, maybe consolidate. Go through this so we have an empty tote. Just clean up in here. Ryan's just about done with what he has inside, so I might recruit him to help me for the rest of the day today to move some stuff around. So trying to organize. I'd love to go through this stuff. We've had this for a year. Would love to sell it and make some money on this estate. I believe we've made our money back from other stuff, but it's always good to blow through this stuff that's been sitting around for well over a year, almost a year now. So let's get to work. Hard at work at the mill. Boys are upstairs wiring. We got the big room basically wired for outlets, which is good. working on some lights. The lights upstairs only ever had a breaker. There was no light switch. So we're adding that. Double insulating the office. So that should be done here shortly. I am setting up for our live swap meet. So starting to pull stuff out. This is from, like I mentioned yesterday, from Minnesota. Started pulling out totes with some good parts. I start setting up tables now because next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our live swap meet. So pulling out some better stuff. I'm gonna have some books, some steering wheels. I'll probably hang some stuff up above, that kind of stuff. So the next week is gonna be spent on that. This stuff has never been listed, so pulling it out, fresh inventory. Some of it will be for the swap. Some of it I'll just put up on online, so we get multiple things accomplished. So I'm gonna get to work. The way I've been working things is kind of just filling this table with parts over here. And once the table's full, going through and I gotta relist some stuff. Going through and photographing the table and then putting it away, then starting over, because sometimes I just get bored of photographing, so this breaks it up a little bit. So they're hard at work on the floor next door as well. So a little bit, either later today or tomorrow, I'll show you the progress. I think they're gonna start hanging floor tomorrow. I'm gonna leave super early in the morning and go get floorboards. So it'll be exciting to see big progress on that room in there.
But because of that, I gotta pay shipping, I gotta pay taxes. I have to buy so, but yeah, I mean, we're always interested. Yeah. Yeah, and I think they changed it to something else. They messed that all up. But I don't think it's going to be able to they had to change it there. It was hard to keep track by time. Wow. Looking beautiful-ish. We're gonna need a few passes to get the door looks nice. Yeah.
I didn't wash the door yet.
Oh, that door you didn't wash?
No, the back I did.
Oh yeah, back looks good.
Gotta get the air dryer out.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yep.
Give it a try. I want to see how it works.
Yeah.
Sonic Blast, or whatever it's called.
All right, today's Friday. We just got all the paperwork back on the Corvette. So, it's time to wash it and take the pictures of it, list it for sale. And we got everything worked, all the bugs worked out of it. Out to me, I think so. Huh?
Better put your New Balance on.
I'm gonna put them on after it's washed.
Maybe it'll come out alright. Hopefully he waxed it or something.
I think it was waxed because the water was like beating off super fast. Trying not to hit any of the T-tops. Too hard in the water.
All this body style that hood has that issue with slipped up. I was at a cruise in one night this week, and there was one, this body style but with plastic bumpers, and his hood slipped up in the corner too. It must be, yeah, it must be a
I was wondering what the deal was because I thought I shot it wrong.
No, I think they all do that. I think it's an adjustment thing on them because there was one of that body style there, and it was a nice one, but it was like same thing. The hood was, I think his was the driver's side or something.
Maybe it's that the hood is just kind of, it's not warped, but it's like, you
Yeah, it
know how
could be.
plastic kind of
Yeah.
goes like this.
It could be the adjustment.
Or is it a metal?
I think a lot of those are
That's right.
adjustable.
I think it's the adjustment because you feel it's catching there. So the catch needs to be down there further so that it holds it like that. Someday I'd like to be a plumber. That's what I do on for fun.
What, wash all your cars?
Just wash my old cars and
So Matt had
change the
this.
shift knob or something.
Matt had this at Lattimore for the Checkered Flag Hot Rod Annual. As you can see, we were like right on what, like turn 4 or something?
Yeah, our swap space was that.
Oh, the gas tank's the worst spot there. Holy.
So even though they water the track, it still is a little dry and dirt gets on everything. So this thing, not that it needs to be nice, it just
Pretty dusty. And
I
then
wouldn't
it's
have done this if you guys weren't already washing stuff.
Yeah, I conveniently had the hose and soap out.
I might not even soak it. We might just wash the dust off and be done with it.
I'm surprised the dust. Sometimes that dirt track clay is like, you got to scrub it off. Looks pretty good. Oh, look at the dirt coming out of that roof insert.
We might not have washed the roof insert. I might get a wet head.
Yeah. Vinyl, right?
That's like a cloth, but then somebody put a top coating on it. There's like a dressing you would put on to keep the stuff sealed. It has a
like
crap
roof
ton
tar.
of it on it.
Do you need more hose, or do you think that's...
Hey, I'm alright.
All right. See what we get.
Gotta get the timing right, probably. It's probably close.
Yeah. having a fuel issue. We ain't getting none. We got a sticky float.
All right, end of the day Friday. Got a lot done this week. All the outlets in this room have been fixed and wired and are now working. For the longest time, we had like 3 outlets on this whole first floor that worked. So that's good news. We also now have a light switch. I bought these cool push button light switches on Amazon. So it's a retro push button. So now these lights are wired into an actual light switch. And there's a light switch over there on that side for an outside light, right on the outside of the dock. So that's fixed. All of this in here is all but, we actually doubled up. Ryan has been going through, he cleaned out all the drop ceiling stuff. We tried to clean out birds' nests, but there's birds in there, which we will deal with later. And then he pulled all the mess of wood and stuff out of the ceiling. He doesn't know this yet, but next week he's gonna work on some of this stuff up here, pull some of this junk out of the ceiling to get this ceiling empty. And they are, let me shut this light off while I'm up here. And they are hard at work next door on the floor. I'm not gonna show any updates, so it's all done. It just looks like a big mess at the moment, but I wanted to plug live swap meet next week, Friday, 8 p.m. Starting to set stuff up. Bunch of this that's here is new inventory that I dug out. I'm gonna set up another 3 tables here, and then we're gonna utilize that table this time. So a lot of the stuff I'm gonna fill in now is stuff that's just in our inventory and listed. Not everybody sees every item we list, so have a smattering of everything. Again, if you can join us live, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Instagram. You need to create to watch it live. You don't have to do anything with that account, but watch us. It's like a swap meet. We go through and look. If you like it, just comment that you would like it. We'll mark it down, send you an invoice either that weekend at some point, Saturday or Sunday. So if you can, join us. It's a lot of fun. Sold a bunch of stuff last time. Like I said, fresh inventory. So if you're looking for something, join us. And I'll pull a bunch of stuff out next week. We have a bunch of work going on next week. Hopefully the floor will be all finished, so I can show you guys that. There's just stuff everywhere right now, so they're hard at work. I did pick up the flooring today, so that's gonna hopefully go in early next week and level floor in there, which is crazy. So thanks guys for watching. We appreciate it. A little short week because of the holiday, but next week, 5 full days of nothing but IronTrap. So thanks guys. See you next week.